Hey guys, look at my pretty dress that I got for my birthday. See? Isn't it cute? It spins. It's like swirly. Whether or not it's one of my favorite things is another question. And of course my new birthday presents are particularly exciting. I got bunches of cool books. I got another book that's upstairs. And CDs. DVD. One of the other things I got was a set of pens. When I hear name some of your favorite things, the first instinct is to go with the intangible. I really enjoy world peace. I love my family and my friends and music and the Beatles. Cheers. I really love tea when my throat hurts like today, but I'm not as big into tea as some people. Like those times when you're driving down the street and you stop at a stoplight and you're singing and the guy in the car next to you is singing and then you realize you're singing the same song, my Zoloft prescription. Are they really asking for your high-minded abstract ideals, or are they actually asking you what your favorite possessions are? What your favorite possessions are is another matter entirely. I was in the habit a couple years ago of occasionally writing prompts that I'd pull out of a box and write whatever it told me to write. I'd pull two and I'd pick my favorite. One time I did pull a prompt that asked me to write about my favorite possession threatening to jump off the Empire State Building. And I had gotten at the moment a new pen. And that pen was indeed my favorite possession at the time, because I was very excited about it, and I wrote about it kind of in a silly way, but the truth is, it is my favorite possession. Let's talk about Bic Velocity Easy Glide ballpoint pens. The real reason I am telling you all this is not because I'm trying to plug Bic Velocity Easy Glide pens. It's because I'm trying to tell Bic that they need to keep these in production. Because I've had more trouble finding them lately. My local supermarket, where I normally got them and would stock up, is no longer carrying them. So Bic, if you're listening to me, I mean this in the very serious depths of my heart. While you're putting all your energy into creating pens for her, if you really want a pen that will impress her, I don't mind if it's pink and sparkly, but if you make it in the shape of the Bic Velocity, the perfect ergonomic shape that is perfect for writing long distances, and the ink flows perfectly and lasts for a long, long time, they can be pink and sparkly. In fact, that first one that I wrote about was purple. But I just like the shape and the way the ink flows. The fact that you can write with it for ages without your hands cramping up. My indispensable journaling pen. Which brings us to the second possession that I must mention. As always, a beatable notebook like this with another Bic Velocity sticking inside. This is my journal. I started in 7th grade in nicely bound hardcover gift-like journals. I went through a whole series up through high school in those journals. Then I went to spiral bound notebooks. Then I went to small steno pads, and I've done a few other things. And then I went back to spiral bound notebooks because they are the most convenient, because you can fold them back like this and write like this, and you can stick pictures of your imaginary husband in front if you need that for inspiration. I keep it beside my bed because the primary thing that gets written down is what I dream in the morning. April 9th. Oh, I was dreaming great story dreams that I, of course, was trying to write in the dream and was impressed how much of a draft I had. The most important aspect seemed to be this great character, not quite a bad guy, I mean girl. Well, she was, but mostly through her weaknesses. Yeah, this is all actually stuff I wrote here. We're writing whatever comes into my head in whatever order it comes into my head. Which means they could frighten people. Meant to be a way of unsticking my pen. which doesn't really need to be unstuck literally because it is a big velocity easy glide ballpoint, but metaphorically. This is my writing binder. It's got some nice Type 9 affirmations at the top. And this is where I keep my works in progress. Any kind of writing that I might feel the desire to work on at some point is in here, including role-playing characters. These are notes from a library staff meeting. The One Book Every Young Child activity pages. You're looking at the wrong page. On this side. This section I've got some little bits and pieces of stories. Picture book I was working on. These are mostly blog entries. Oh, I got some fan fiction here. It's Firefly fan fiction, if you wondered. This is drafts of the Lycoris letter project. In fact, you might be interested in, can you see what that says? It says, Dear Freda, first contact. A list of writing things I could do. These are old blog post drafts, and hey, this is a draft for my 5 Facts About Myself blog. And a news clipping my mother-in-law wanted us to see. And it's funny, I've had writer's block for the past 5 years. How old is my son? 6 years? Yeah, 6 years. But I do squeak out some things every so often, and even though I've had so much trouble writing and I haven't made the habit of making myself write, if you were to ask me what's the first possession I would grab as I'm running out of the burning building, if you discount the fact that I would have made sure my children are out of the house first, this binder would be it. I still haven't forgiven Amy March for burning Joe's book. I think I always resented her for being named Amy and being a brat.